Good day, everyone. To our panelists and to our research advisor, I am Colonel Ponce, and this is the relevant literature. So, this chapter contains readings and literature from a variety of sources, including articles, websites, and other electronic sources, of all which are relevant to the topic. According to APAC and SARPONG 2015, student athletes in both developed and developing countries face the same time restrictions in managing their dual roles as students and players, including the physical and emotional strain of sports involvement. These issues have the potential to significantly affect student athletes' academic progress if the problem will not managed. Second, just because student athletes on university campuses are doing well in academically compared to non-athletes does not indicate that they are not having obstacles. On the other hand, Lot G.H. 2016 stated that student athletes exhibit greater emotional intelligence than non-athletes. Finding shows that a single season of athletic engagement doesn't somehow differ considerably from the undergraduate experience of the students who do not participate in athletics in terms of emotional stability development. The policy implications of the findings are examined. In a study of Coffey and Davis 2019, athletes come to work with the concepts of teamwork and roles instilled in their minds. 100% of the participants agreed that collaborating and adapting to certain roles is a valuable learning learned from sports. Cooperation requires the development of relationship since it allows for the exchange of ideas, the stimulation of innovation, and the sharing of information and resources. A total of 97% of individuals asked thought that athletic principles and lessons help them perform better at work. According to DITS 2020, athletes are more prone to disappointed in sports if they exclusively consider themselves as athletes. The more time an athlete spends participating in sports, the more they identify with the athletic personality. Participants had to cure their injuries during practice, miss out on going to games and playing, and discover new aspects of their personalities. On the other hand, according to MIT 2021, each of these students develop their own systems and strategies. Some people put their schoolwork first and others put their training first, divide their time evenly, or reward themselves. Despite all of the setbacks, each type of students has their unique strategies for achieving their goals. So let's proceed to our research questions. It has 3 main questions and 15 sub-questions all in all. Now, we're down to the methods, and first here is the research participants. The informants of the study are student athletes currently enrolled in Tagum College. There were 7 participants in the in-depth interview IDI and 7 participants in the focus group discussion FGD, with a total population of 14. The participants were selected according to the following criteria. First, currently enrolled at University of Mindanao Tagum College, officially enrolled in any course, student athlete in University of Mindanao Tagum College, and lastly, those who participated in any sport event. Research instrument. In order to acquire information regarding the problem, the researchers conducted a research interview. An interview guide or questionnaires is prepared to use as a data collection instrument for this study. To fully answer each main question of this study and as a guide to maintain the researcher on cue during interview, which prevents disremembering the required questions. Research design and procedures. This study introduces qualitative research as an approach for inquiring and understanding the meaning of individuals or groups ascribed to a student athlete's problem. The process of research involves emerging questions and procedures, data typically collected in the participant settings, data analysis inductively building from particulars to general themes, and the researcher making interpretations of the meaning of the data. The final written report has a flexible structure. Those who engage in this form of inquiry support a way of looking at a research that honors an inductive style, a focus on individual meaning, and the importance of rendering the complexity of situation. Criswell, 2013. Steps in gathering the data. First, The researcher will ask for permission and approval from the school administrators of University of Mindanao Tagum College, Province of Davao del Norte. After the school administrators approve the consent, we sent a letter to the chosen participants. Through purposive sampling, the participants were identified. We will interview the participants via Google Meet. Before having the actual interviews with the participants, we will first message them to their social media accounts and ask for permission if it is fine for them to be our respondent for our study and inform them that we will be conducting an interview to them. After that, we will be sending our informed consent letter that will include description of the research study, purpose of the study, and participants' rights and protection of confidentiality. Once the participants will accept our invites, we'll be sending them the interview process and procedures along with a copy of the interview protocol. And we will ask their time, availability, and accessibility for the interview. And lastly, with the process, we will be able to secure and make our participants comfortable for the interview. We are confident that the number of our participants is enough to conduct our study.